Well, how's it going, guys? Dom here with Dom's Vlogs. Yes, I did put that disclaimer because of the whole COPPA thing. My stuff is not intended for kids, so I suggest that you people, like you kids, stay away from my content. This is not allowed for kids. I'm sorry, but today we're not talking about that. Today we're going to be talking about a classic, in my opinion. I dub the best Christmas special of all time, and for a lot of good reasons, which is why we're going to be talking about it. Today we're going to be talking about the 1982 classic, which, based off of the book by Raymond Briggs, The Snowman.
The Snowman was released on December 26, 1982. Pretty much a very simple movie. Basically the simple tale of Frosty the Snowman. After an English boy makes a snowman on Christmas Eve, it comes to life and takes him on an adventure to the North Pole to meet Santa Claus. Pretty basic stuff. It's very much a very simple tale of Frosty the Snowman, but in my opinion, the most badass version of Frosty the Snowman. And quite literally, I call it the best Christmas special of all time because of a lot of different things. First off, the animation. I can't even explain how good the animation is. It's not like CGI or the classic old stop motion animation that we're used to. No, this is more of a pencil drawing animation. And how can I explain how good it is? I mean, literally, this is literally pencil drawing. Somebody had to draw a pencil and find a way how to animate it. Like that just took effort in the 80s. The second, I think, is the way that the characters actually, like, present themselves. Like, they're so likable that it's hard not to, laugh at them, have fun with them, It's like you're part of the journey. And that's, like, what I think these people had to use to get it all sucked in. But the third best one, which kind of runs back to the silent era films of, the 20s, is that there is no talking in the film. It's mostly the expressions on the characters' faces and mostly by body language, which again makes the film really nice. It's kind of like a silent short film, but with color and it's animated. That how more can you ask for? It's a wonderful piece that I've ever seen. I mean, can I even get through the score that it has? 92% of people like this movie on Google users. This movie has 5 stars for me because it's such a good movie. 80% of people, like 80% of Rotten Tomatoes, and 8.2/10 of IMDb. IMDb gives this 8.2 out of 10. I am thrilled with this movie. I am thrilled for it. And it's only 26 minutes long. It's not that long. Most other movies make it less than an hour. And it's ridiculous. But it was really good here. The directors Danny Jackson and Jimmy T. M. did a very nice job at this. I cannot explain how I'm proud of this movie. The one thing that I think everybody can kind of disagree on for me, but in my opinion it's really good, is the ending. The ending, I mean, it's hard to explain even with my own self. It's really hard to explain.
The ending, how can I even explain it? It's pretty much one of the saddest, most depressing endings of a film that I've ever seen. I mean, how can I explain it here? If any of you guys don't want to be spoiled on this one, there is a spoiler alert on this one, so I'd rather watch the movie and go back to this video. The snowman melts. You're saying, oh, maybe that's such a big deal. Why is the kid crying? The snowman just melts. He can make another one. Well, the snowman, in my opinion, represents a family member who passed on or passed away. And it's hard for me to explain it. I mean, I hadn't cried this much since the Monster Squad and with the little girl and Frankenstein, and that was pretty much one of the biggest things that made me cry as a child. As a child, and like a little bit until my teen years, and then after that, I'm like I was used to it. But the Snowman, I still cry over this ending so much. Some people say, "Oh, you're getting over dramatic." Well, that's emotion. Imagine a family member that passed away in your childhood. How do you feel about it? In my opinion, I'd be feeling very upset now. I'd be pissed off. I'd be mad. But that's how it goes in these types of worlds. People don't live forever, and I think that's what the snowman is representing. A family member who doesn't last long. And the kid's crying. I mean, he loved the snowman. He always watched him always out the window every time in the film. It was crazy. And I mean literally this film made me cry so much. I had to dub it the best because it was based on that. It was based off of people dying in the film. Like this is literally not like a film from Disney like Frozen or Frozen 2 as I heard where they just botched the end the crazy death ending, so to speak. I know it's trying to I think it's trying to send a message. I have to look at the films to check it out for Christ's sake. Hadn't seen the first one in a while, but the sequel hadn't even seen a period because it's not out on the HD quality vids. But I'm going to tell you, I will maybe talk about it someday because that's us, the critic me, not the boy me. The boy me would really be going, hell yeah. But, literally, the boy me would not go hell yeah over Frozen. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ, man. I would go hell yeah over Toy Story. But, going back to the Snowman, the ending itself is not botched. It's supposed to be like that. If it's supposed to take the same type of presence as the original book by Raymond Briggs, I hope I'm saying that name right. I might put this right here just so I can get that cleared out. But man, is that ending good. Again, about a family member dying. And it's just so sad. You also may be thinking, hold it. What makes it so better than old Frosty the Snowman? The man was a classic since then, and he's still a classic now. Yes, he is, and I'm not saying that that's wrong. But can Frosty the Snowman fly and give you into a very nice snowman and snow women party? Like, literally, filled with snow men and women? And then, boom, Santa Claus comes in to join the party? Have you seen that? No, not on Frosty the Snowman. The Snowman. That is what I consider one of the best things that I've seen to this date. It shows how much Christmas spirit is in there. Not only that, in that beautiful pencil drawing animation representing something that is in a book, kind of like you would expect in a Dr. Seuss style art in a book, kind of like The Grinch That Stole Christmas, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I get the titles confused, but this movie has awesome animation and even dating. It goes to between how the silent era used to perform back then, and that had to take effort. That literally had to take effort. And the song. Oh man, I love that song so much. Walking in the Air. If any of you guys have seen that, heard that song before, I really recommend you listening to it because it's really good. But here's the thing here. I highly recommend this film to anybody around the holidays. It's on YouTube. I think it's on Daily Motion. I'm not sure. It might be on DVD and VHS. It might be on the Fire Stick, Netflix, Hulu. All I want you to do is take a look at it with your kids. And I want you to say to me in the comments section, did your kid like this? Did he think it was enjoyable? What did he think of the ending? What did he think of the snowman flying and taking him to a party? Did he actually like the fact that there was no talking in the film? Did your child enjoy it? I like to know. Not only that, I don't know where in a theater somewhere, but you can look on YouTube videos on it. There is a Broadway show of The Snowman. Back in 2008, there used to be a Broadway show of The Snowman, and then in 2018, they brought it back. Now, I don't know if it's there in 2019, but I would highly recommend the Broadway show as well. I never been to the Broadway show, but looking at it, it actually's got the stuff right compared to, well, other Broadway shows. But I highly recommend The Snowman. Either the Broadway show, the movie, or the short film, or the book itself. I would highly recommend more of the book for your kids, so at least they can learn to read better. But not only that, I highly recommend the film for the family to enjoy, but I also highly recommend the Broadway show as well, because I think it will make your kid very happy around the holidays, and I really do appreciate the happy days of the holidays. I mean, come on, I got a dancing Santa Claus right here. I got my water right here in a tank. I got my beautiful Christmas tree with, if you could see them right here, you could see these guys right here, and we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that one next time.